Hey everybody, Konaja here. Welcome back to Formula 1 2018. We are in Mexico. Just 3 races to go left in the season. We have Mexico, Brazil, and then Abu Dhabi. Today in Mexico, I'm hoping it's not going to rain in qualifying. We had some overcast conditions and it was saying rain maybe 45 to 55 minutes out. I'm hoping we can get at least one dry session in today for you to see. And it looks like we are. I'm going to go right out on track just in case the rain is headed our way. Because you need to see something. I'm not going to say the car is perfect here. In fact, the car is not working super well in the slow stadium section that we are approaching right now. That's never really been my best section of this track anyway. Especially if I'm going to romp the curbs like that. Struggling to get it under power there. But just make note of something here. And already we're basically over-revving the engine. 59 kilometers an hour into turn 1. The development of these cars through our career on season 3 now is so advanced. These are the fastest Formula 1 cars that the world would have ever seen. There's no doubt about that. I don't think there is a track record that would stand against these cars. So that's something I hadn't really paid attention until somebody mentioned in the comments about our pace versus like real F1 2018 pace. Oh, that was a bad lockup. Now, of course, this is actually F1, 2021 at this point in our fictional career. And it's not impossible cars will get this fast. Look at 14.3. I'm gonna do. Gonna need to find quite a bit more than that. That was a pretty big issue with the lockup, but I really just wanted to show you that straightaway speed. I'll probably go throw another set of tires on this thing, give it another try, and hope the rain's not coming.
In the next few minutes.
Alright, well the rain is on the way, so I don't have long to try and better this lap. I'm currently still I'm in 9th place, but I don't feel too comfortable about it. I'm gonna try and really cut a quick lap here. And if the rain is coming, then we'll be in really good shape because we're the car out on track before that. That's just Sector 1. That's where we honestly expect this car to be fastest. I think I'm not running a very high downforce setup for this track. That's why it's so dominant on the straightaways. This track kind of confuses me with setup. It's hard to get a balance between these sweeping turns, the fast straightaways, and the stadium section. Well, that's got to be better right there. I don't really have the ability to look at the delta right now. Kind of bogged right there, but not too bad. Ran wide there as well. Couple tenths lost. But we picked up to P5 ahead of Alonso. I feel pretty good with that. Depends on if this track is gonna get, moist or not. I don't see sprinkles just yet. But they've all got to do out laps yet. Like, they aren't even ready to be putting in laps. It might be questionable. We'll see.
We're top of the speed trap. 357.2 kilometers per hour.
No surprise there. Not much of a surprise also that it did start to rain. And it's raining pretty good, so our time stood. It's a darn good thing I got out there at that time, but nobody put in any more times in, so we would have been good either way. But now, none of it matters. We're going to Q3, where it's going to be rainy. And it appears that I have a setup that is, I would say, perfectly optimized for not these conditions. Oh, it's full wet, too. What does the rain look like? Heavy rain for all of Q3. Awesome. That's great news. I'm gonna let some cars go out before I go out and hope that they dry a line a little bit. I'm actually going to put some fuel back in, so if I need to, I can do multiple laps in a row.
Now, we've all done a lot of work for this circuit on the simulator, but nothing beats real data. Bear in mind the car's capability changes based on track conditions, so your reference points may not always be in the same place.
Thanks, Jeff. Really appreciate it. Alright, hopefully there's some cars out on track ahead of us. Maybe pushing some water out of the way. But oh man, that's torrential right there. I don't feel so good. Now luckily it's like an absolute deluge. It's not changing conditions. This is pretty much what it's gonna be. So we shouldn't be in horrible shape against the AI, but I don't typically do very well in the rain. No DRS. We're still up at the, regular shift point. Boy, I thought I was on the brakes too early, and it still just did not want to slow down. I would say there's almost no chance that I won't do back-to-back laps. So I gotta learn some reference points. Gotta try and keep it in that dry lane too. I don't know if that Renault up ahead of us is... I don't know if he's on a hot lap or not. Because we've been keeping up pretty well. Whoa! Still there anyway. Just like grazing the pedals, basically. Feels like I'm hardly pushing him. Just now getting to full throttle. Yeah, we're way down. I'm just no good in these heavy rain conditions, and I really don't think this setup is at all good for it. Too deep into turn one again. Actually down on time. I'm trying to push it harder, and it's not happy about it. No. Nuh-uh. Oh man, I have fuel I could try for a third lap. I don't know. I think we're just gonna have to take 10th place today. We haven't had to deal with rain in a while. This is not the place that I would have at all wanted to try to deal with it. No, get off the track, get off the track, get off the track. Oh, buddy.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright, let's see if there's any pickup in Sector 1. That's where I'll make my call. Or did I hit the brakes? Just beyond 150, I do believe. Well, that's not gonna help. Well, I felt like it was so much better right there. How was it slower? Rain is so confusing. Maybe I've like lost heat in the tires? Oh, I totally have. I bet you that's what it is. The car is probably best on its first lap because there's heat in the tires. And now it's so wet out. The tires are down to like 60 degrees. Yeah, they're not gonna do anything at that temperature. No. 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 This isn't This isn't going anywhere for me. Nope. We're just gonna bin this car. Too many spins, Cone. In before DSQ for donuts. Listen, I'm just trying to get pointed the right way. Just as an experiment, I went out on track right behind Alonso. I guess so I could run into the back of him. Oh man, that was nearly a disaster. My thought was, hey, maybe I can just follow him and he'll show me the pace that I need to go, but boy, I don't know that I can keep his pace. And also, I'm gonna be all up in his spray. The tire theory is totally bogus, because the tires are colder now than they were. So I don't know. Little draft, I mean, that's something. Seems like the big thing is just staying in the dry groove. That's what I'm not doing well enough. Hey, we're a little bit up right now, though. That's better. Mentor Alonso. It's working. 15 minutes is completely irrelevant to us. Wasn't really able to keep up through there. Ugh, that was awful. I really think this may have worked. Mentor Alonso, pull me along.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Great work from Nico Hülkenberg yesterday sees him start on pole, and starting alongside him P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, Red, Raikkonen, Perez, Bottas, and Esteban Ocon, Stroll, Magnussen, Roman Grosjean, and Ericsson, Gasly, Ricciardo, Sergei Sirotkin, and Fernando Alonso. Hartley and Max Verstappen completes the grid.
Just 3 races left. You can still win the driver's title, but you need a strong performance. Come on, let's give it our best shot.
I think we need a sniper to win this driver's title, Jeff. Oh man, that's funny. Looks like it's gonna be a dry race, so I'm happy about that. We're gonna have a pretty good tire situation. Should be a pretty straightforward race. We're gonna be starting P6. That is where I qualified. Alonso actually was 9th, so the follow Alonso strategy worked beautifully. However, he appears to have taken probably all new parts on his car this weekend, so he's right at the back of the field. It'll be interesting to see how he moves forward. Our car is at a bigger gap to the rest of the field than the Haas ever was at its best. That's how much of a difference focusing on development when everybody else is focused on like preserving your research. That's how much of a difference that makes. Okay, it's an awesome run into turn 1 here. Hopefully I can make something of it. To do that, need a good start. And I was late. I was a little bit late there. Trying to get into the draft. Just slowly moved over in front. Don't worry about me. Oh man, no contact. No rail pushing necessary. That was wonderful. Renault outbraking me there. I thought I would have him into that, but he was able to get on the clampers a little bit better than me. Really mixed up field here today because of the weather. I'd say P4 is more than a decent start. You know what? I'm not you. I guess I see things differently. Now I'm really hoping that this thing is going to excel in Sector 1 and allow us to have some good passing opportunity. We're in a draft here. We're not going to mention who's in front right now. No cursing happening today. Everybody in a draft, so it's not really helping. Ooh, that got close. I think Sainz had to check up a bit. Not seeing a lot of progress from Alonso back there just yet. Could certainly use him scoring some points today, but in these short races, that's going to be difficult to overcome. That's if we're going to battle Haas for manufacturers. Haas is having a bad day, or they're starting off with a bad day, so I was kind of hoping to gain on them. Hulkenberg's kind of getting away. I got a little pinched in there. Been fighting understeer there the entire weekend.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
But not yet, interestingly. That was a good move. Well done. Cruise it over those curves. I am certainly glad that it dried out through the race. This is just not a track that I was... Not that I ever really look forward to rain races. This is one that I really would not be thrilled about. That Renault seems to be really able to gap out on the Sauber, as you'd probably expect. Hey! I feel like I gave as much room as I needed to through there.
Great pass.
What that's done is given them both clearance from DRS right now.
Gap to teammate behind is 6.9 seconds.
Field's still pretty stacked together. Something to remember as we approach pit stop range. So quick there in Sector 1.
Check FFD with strategy option.
That's what I was going to wonder about, but I don't think we should
Come back. Out.
because of traffic. If we come out behind cars, this is not a good place for that to happen. So much focus through that section. It's so slow, you would think it wouldn't be a very high drama section, but it just
We're approaching the pit window.
always feels like the car is on the edge. Now we're going to that 360 km/h range. He tried to keep it next to me, but ultimately the shorter way around there helped out. Now we get DRS to get away. I need to try and close down that gap now, I think. You know what would be a great feature is when they are doing strategy stuff, if they could give you a preview or some kind of information about what cars you would be around on exit. One thing they're doing on the F1 broadcast that I really like is the chance of overtake on pit stops. It's giving like a graphic on if a normal pit stop sequence happens, this is where that driver will come out on track.
That's a new fastest lap for the race.
I really like that. I think that's pretty helpful for a viewer, and I think it would be really helpful for a driver. And I know the teams have that information. Save some battery power here. We're within range now of where we need to be. The car's also starting to give up a little bit of that grip as these tires will start to struggle. Feels like he's really dropped off the pace as well. So I think we're both going to pit on this lap.
Pit window open. Let's box this lap.
DRS. A little bit easier than it was on his teammate, actually. I'm definitely currently happy about my decision to make this thing kind of just a rocket on the straightaways. Certainly makes those passes easier, even if I do struggle in these slower sections. Oh yeah, these tires are definitely a little unhappy. Vettel is also
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance and
cutting
speed
through the
limit line as
field.
you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
Oh, I think I hit that pylon every time I race here. You can't really... It's hard to get a good reference of how wide the nose of the car is. I guess it was Sainz that pit with me, not Hulkenberg.
Exit now.
I'm in a little bit of traffic, but it's not too bad. They're going to be pretty far clear of us.
Look after these tires now.
Oh, we got to get into this gap, though. Go, car, go. Think we'll be all right. Just barely. That was a close call. And what's nice is Sainz got stuck behind him. Tires feel better. I really liked the car on Hypers, though. It was best on those tires, as it should be, but sometimes the car just is a little bit more predictable on the middle set. Not so here. I think that's because I have the thing so overworked in the chassis. Alonso's just in the pits now. Not looking great for him.
Set ERS deployment to overtake. ERS to overtake.
I think that's our two competitors right there.
Fernando's in for his...
So, really good sequence for us. Oof. Kind of headed into there with a little bit more steam than I expected. It was a good sequence, but it really wasn't phenomenal. I don't think we actually gained a lot of time. And Vettel is still very much so in the picture. I think if he gets around Hulkenberg with any efficiency, then we're gonna have our hands full. We'll have to hope he chokes on that pass.
The gap behind us is 1.
Turned it in too early.
Seconds.
I talked over Jeff there. I really needed that information. How far back
Gap
is he?
to car in front is 5.4 seconds.
They just pit now, so it's all good there. Okay, we got like almost 2 seconds, I think. There we go. That's a nice turn in. They are certainly close behind us. I don't like that I saw an arrow there. Gosh, I really just do not like the car on these tires. It's gonna be a world of hurt for me when we start the new career, because these cars have so much more downforce and so much more power than what we're going to be approaching at the start of something fresh. Remember how skatey and scary it used to be through those S's when we started? I remember. I'm surprised. Surprised I just completely missed my braking point there.
Okay, some
Oh, that's good. That's great news.
From the race.
Battery power here, let's use it. Yeah, if Alonso can get into points now, this might be a great day for us. Bottas also out of the race. Well, that'll help. It's more cars fall out in the mid-pack and let him move up. I'm surprised that Vettel's not getting around Hulkenberg here. Oh no, I said his name.
Yellow flag.
Incoming DNF. Someone took down the pylon. I don't think it was me. Well, that'd be awful to blow up right there.
The track is
So
clear.
close to the
Green
pits.
flag.
Could have been back in his hauler. Sleeping. Bottas just after the pits. Definitely not getting away as much as I'd like. I might even be giving him DRS at this point. Oh, he's here! Yeah, this thing just does not work on these tires. I certainly wasn't outright the quickest in the dry in practice or qualifying either, so I'm not really surprised. It's just surprising how much different it is set to set. That was a good run through there, though. I don't know if he had to throw some blocks or what. Does he get the pass done here? He's got a big run. Yep, I think he'll do it. I found my breaking point, finally. Alright, what happens here? Oh, hey! Alonso, fast lap. Wonder where he is. So yeah, Vettel had DRS down that straightaway. That'll let him catch up to me. Boy, I am just not able to turn into that section very well. I need Grandpa Alonso to come back and guide me around. How old is he actually? I think I'm only like 4 years younger than him in reality. Was that more than a second?
We're leading our teammate by 18.3 seconds.
This is going to get a little bit more defensive, although Vettel just really dropped back on the straightaway there. Is he having motor issues or what? Or does this thing just have that much straightaway speed? Alright, here's where it gets close. Don't let him have the inside or anything. That means take a little grass, it means take a little grass. I don't mean like the California kind. Boy, if there's one set of turns that I do manage to build a gap, it's those. Oh, this is wide. Hi. Yes, I screwed up. Is this karma for making a Vettel chokes joke? Go car, go. Go car, go. This thing is quick. Oh, a little bit of wheel to wheel. Oh, I can't believe how deep he just drove it into there. Why do you have to talk right there? Boron. Is this a passing opportunity? I don't think so. As bad as I am into this turn.
Okay, the boots aren't looking too warm at this point. We should have plenty of life left in them. Let's make sure we keep managing them properly.
I don't even own any boots.
Nice move. Good job.
Was it really? I slightly turned to the right and then slightly turned to the left. Good job, me. You did it. Oh man, I am just no good through here. Not enough camber in the front, maybe? I don't know. It's just not. Does not have the front tires in the ground in these slow sections. It's not grounded to the ground. Please turn, please turn, please turn. Okay. I don't think I'm even gonna use battery power to defend right now. You try to get back into his drafts. No, it looks like it's so late of a move, it won't be an issue. Oh, Hulkenberg provided me the space I needed there. Much appreciated. Last thing I need to do is let Vettel get a big enough lead to lose his DRS. That would be no good. Still keeping it close through there. Pretty good run.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh shoot, we're actually low on fuel.
Final lap of the race.
What do I... okay. And then... put it into the lean here, I guess? So we're already at max speed. We'll have DRS to get out of this turn. Yeah, that seemed to work. If I can get up to like a 10th, I'll be okay. Don't really need power through here anyway. Hopefully that's enough. No attack. A little early on the confetti. Nobody won yet. Good thing this thing has legs.
Rating, lower the ERA.
Oh. Really good timing, Jeff.
Fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
I don't think that race needed to be as messy as it was.
There were questions at the start of the season as to whether this package could really go all the way. But there's no question anymore. What a special year it's been. And here they are now. The new Formula One World Drivers' Champion.
But I thought I still had a chance.
What a fantastic Grand Prix that was. And an excellent win for McLaren.
Well, he wins it with 2 races to go. That's
set them apart from the competition here.
That's pretty.
Time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one.
That's pretty bad.
It's not just about speed; it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint,
Mm.
over a race distance.
I didn't really do that on the second stint, to be honest. Here you go, Seb. I don't know if you're ever actually going to experience this. The Ferrari Championship. I don't know. Time will tell.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings.
Hey,
We
Alonso
also
did
crowned
score
the new
points.
champion today, as their lead at the top is now an insurmountable
Oh,
one. What a
1
great
point
year it's
off
been
from
for
perfect.
Formula One. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I think I'm going to give it to Daniel Ricciardo. He's come through the field so well today, you know, well deserved.
The constructors'
wow,
title
16
may
to 6.
already be decided. But meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. There'll
Closer.
be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
There's still a lot to be decided here. 2 races, it's not impossible. Especially since Alonso took new parts this weekend and shouldn't have any penalties. If we can keep running like we're running, I don't see any reason we couldn't try to get second place. Renault pushing forward, now able to push against Sauber here to try and get 6th place. And that's probably about it for the movers and shakers. You never know, Toro Rosso might score 2 points. Oh man. Pretty good season overall. But not that the season is over, but it's been a good season. It's been quite a bit of fun. Boy, I had a dud of a start, huh? The only good news is I was able to get to the left side and block moves there. And then that gave me opportunity around the outside here. Signs locks him up a bit. So wanted to go 3 wide, but we managed not to. That was a good start. Really good first stint. Not too impressed with my performance in the second stint. I mean, we won the race, did what I needed to do, but I think I was kind of struggling out there. I think maybe struggling being the lead car. Sparks! 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 I highly doubt that we didn't break the ground block rule. I'm pretty sure our ride height is not high enough. I don't know what it is. I'm not even running a low ride height anymore. I figured it was the actual ride height setting. Apparently not. Apparently not. Very strange. Alright everybody, that does it for Mexico. Thank you as always for watching. I will see you next time.